a single by this new chick named Aretha Franklin.
Jennifer, it's great to be with you today. This is wonderful.
You as well. Thank you for coming.
Well, we've done a lot of your movies and reviewed them, and Andre Peterzé is the godfather of my daughter, so you're one of our favorite people there in Hollywood. My father starred in 62 movies in the 30s and 40s. So I've been around this industry for a long time. And I think in all that time, I've never seen a better scene than your moment of breaking down in the midst of your alcoholism and anger and turning and giving up your life and meeting with your seeing your mother. Just a wonderful, wonderful scene. I don't know how you did it, but it was.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that's actually my favorite scene.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow, thank you.
So how did you, this is the question we're supposed to ask as a critic. How did you prepare for the scene? I mean, I'm thinking in the back of the mind, this was real, that there was something real in there.
Definitely. And allowing that, whatever that realness is or whatever I was sensing and feeling in that moment, to be present, to deliver the moment. And it was in that moment for me where it really clicked of like, what Aretha saw, Miss Franklin saw in me to say Jennifer. And I remember after shooting that scene, Audrey McDonald saying, this is a very heavy life to tell. And I was like drained in the moment from coming out of the scene. I'm like, yes, it is. And then I was like, wow, Aretha must have saw this much in me to know that I would be able to tell her story from such a deep place in that moment. I don't think that I would have been able to do it without my own triumphs and life experiences.
Well, you've covered a lot of territory in your career. But, after that scene, now I've seen all the other movies on Aretha, and I've seen the documentary on the concert. But after that scene, your delivery and the amazing grace of the concert is absolutely extraordinary. You have a wonderful arc getting to that point.
Thank you. Thank you. That I wanted to make it as true to what she lived. Like a lot of the music is done live, like she did in her life, to make it that much more authentic. And then in the church scenes, it's like you can't really script that or recreate it. It has to be what it is for it to translate, honestly, which for me, anytime I'm singing in church, it is. But the challenge was channeling it through being Aretha, at least the film version of that. You know what I mean? Versus Jennifer singing Amazing Grace in church.
No, you were Aretha, and I had seen her, as an audience member years before. So you did it.
Wow. Thank you.
But now I wanted the movie to go on from that point. That's the point that life gets better. So do a sequel.
I would love to, but I used to tease everybody saying like, oh, thank God it only covers this time span, because she had such a catalog and so much music and a lifetime of a career. I was like, I will be filming for the rest of my life. Oh my God, trying to cover it all. Think about it. We tapped into a few of the standards. She had 8 albums even before Never Loved a Man and Do Right Woman.
Well, and you've done a lot of movies and you've done a lot of singing. And Dreamgirls is one of my favorite. Winnie is a great movie. So
thank you.
You've done
Winnie? Wow.
Yes. Andre, as I said, is the godfather of my daughter. So I've known Andre for years. So if you were over there,
yes,
Andre,
yes,
he's one of my favorite people.
Oh my God, it's a small world, then.
Well, they're telling me to wrap, but Jennifer, I look forward to seeing you in person. I look forward to seeing your movies, and thank you for changing people's lives. You did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How many albums have you had?
4.
And no hits.
I need you to focus and avoid frivolous distractions.
I'm thinking about you in this movie and saying, wow, what did you think about being the bad guy in the family?
It's funny. I never envisioned myself playing the bad guy.
Yeah, I never did either. So there you go.
It's weird for me because I'm always used to playing the good guy, the happy guy, the guy that puts a smile on the face. So, and in life, I'm rarely the bad guy. I fancy myself a good dude, but it was fun to explore the bad guy and to find the little pieces of humanity, even in the monsters.
Well, you did have a lot of humanity, and you did show that you had a lot of love for Aretha. So it was clear you loved her. Now, that doesn't mean you treated her as well as you should have.
Right. And that's I wanted, the goal was to make them fall in love with Ted and Aretha, and for the audience to feel what a woman feels like when she has to meet a man, when she has to leave a man she loves because he's abusive. And because part of Ted was a damaged person. His intentions was good, but he was his own obstacle and he was in his way. And his jealousy, his insecurity, and it led him to a dark place, which means he was probably a hurt little boy. Because damaged people, hurt people. And so
that's a wonderful analysis. I'm impressed. I'll have to look at it again now when it comes out.
It took me 48 years to figure that one out.
Well, every family has, in my age, because I'm 75, we didn't have the word dysfunctional families, but every family has ups and downs, and everybody has tensions. And, you wanted Ted to come through sometimes. You wanted him to be successful in promoting her career, and he was crushed by her fame.
Absolutely. And part of you felt sorry for him. It's funny because, the compassion, our humanity as people, as bad as he can be, we look at the reasons why people do things. And I think a lot of times people are like, why don't you just leave that dude? They'll tell the women there's no empathy in that, because you understand she's invested in his pain. She's invested in his damage. She's trying to heal him the same way he's trying to heal her. They're trying to rescue each other, but he just was in his own way.
Well, certainly she saw a little bit of her father in Ted. Her father was carousing and philandering and all those things that he did. He was another character.
Oh, he was definitely out there, but she knew who he was before she married him.
Yeah,
she knew.
Did you ever see her in person, Aretha? Did you ever go to one of her concerts or anything?
I seen her perform at some award show. I'm not sure which one. And I seen her backstage, and I said, "Hey, how you doing, Miss Franklin?" I said, she goes, "I know who you are." She goes, "You tell your family." I said, "Hi." And then she winked at me and said, "Especially that Damon."
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, I grew up on Broadway. My father was a star on Broadway, and before that, a movie star. So, the time of her playing in the Village Vanguard struck home to me, because I remember going in while I was bored with my father's plays, going to every one of those little dives and seeing people.
Right.
She was wonderful.
She was.
Jennifer did a good job. How do you compare Jennifer with Aretha?
I thought she did a great job, man. I was watching a legend play a legend. I mean, the performance this girl was putting down was legendary. Every day she sang live. Aretha Franklin songs live. Sometimes 10 takes, it got better every take. And it wasn't just the singing that she did a masterful job at, but, just in embodying Aretha, you know what I mean? Like the way her walk, her pentameter of her talk, she just did a really good job. I was really impressed.
What do you think Ted should have done to make the relationship work better?
Therapy. Lots and lots of therapy. He should have had 6 therapists. Aretha had money. I need 6 therapists.
Do you see what she is? She's a miracle.